What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Double Coverage. Hope you're still living, loving, and breathing sport. I'm Dom, joined by the great and powerful Source, all the way in an undisclosed location. How you going? Great man.
Good, mate. Good. Doing very well. Very relaxed. Couldn't be any more relaxed. Let me just say, living it up, enjoying life. But yeah, we don't miss a beat here at Double Coverage. We make it happen wherever we are in the worldwide web of the world, and we get a show done.
Exactly right. Exactly right. I think the title gives it away to your whereabouts, but nice and relaxed, which is good to hear. You're looking fresh. Look fresh cut, fresh trim on the beard.
Fresh trim
Mate,
on the beard,
I tell you
mate.
what,
Hey, look. Let me just tell you. Look, ladies and gents, I like the beard, but when you leave the country, right, you can't be looking like that in the beard. You're just asking to be stopped at every single airport you walk through. You are literally. I already got stopped once, but I'm telling you, if I had the beard, I would have got stopped another multiple amount of times. So I just can't be bothered with it. So just gave it a trim, and it's all right. He'll grow back. He'll grow back.
any card shows or card shops over there that you come
Oh,
across?
look, I was in Singapore for a few days. There, I know there was one there, but just didn't have enough time to go past one. So just
Might be able
no,
to
not
find
really, not
a
really.
supplier, mate. Supplier to get you some super fractors made over there and
Oh
do
yeah,
whatever you want.
yeah, yeah. Hey, they got the
Package.
printing. Open up the double coverage printing presses, mate. We'll print you whatever cards you want. One of ones to 10 golds, anything, mate. To 10 golds that go to 1,000 if you want.
I love it. I love it. All right, let's get straight into our run of events. I'm not going to keep you for too long because I know that you want to get back to relaxing, mate. You don't want to spend time with me. MP2 Marty says, did you catch up with Juanito in Thailand?
I heard he's in the Philippines. He's not in Thailand. He's in the Philippines. That's what I've been told by my sources. He's in the Philippines.
Oh, that's funny. Hello, James. Welcome to the show. All right, let's get into
Hey, big
NBA
Jimmy.
source. There's been a huge schedule of games, as you know, it happens every day. Anything that you want to report on that you've seen? I know Wemby put in a huge performance against the
Yeah,
Spurs. I'm sorry,
Wemby
against
finding his feet.
the
Wemby
Suns.
finding his feet. It's good to see. It's good to see. I feel like he had a few. His first few games, he had a few rookie moments, and Pop, played him short minutes, and obviously teaching him the ropes. He's such a talent. If he plays basketball in the right way, that guy is literally a walking 25, 10, and 5 every night. Every night. Like without doubt. And this guy's, I'm telling you, he's going to win a defensive player of the year. He's going to win a defensive player of the year. 100%. 100%.
The
He's just the length he's got. I'm not sure if you've seen that where he closed out OG Anunoby on the closeout, and you're like, how the hell did he even get that block on the 3-point? Like, the length is absolutely unreal. So I think there's going to be a few guys that are just going to go, what the hell do I do against this guy in the paint? Because especially if he gets a bit more strength to him, like, he's just going to be an absolute force. I mean, you have a look at Gobert. Gobert's pretty ripped in terms of his muscle strength and everything. If he gets that type of fill out in a couple seasons, look out.
he's nowhere near as agile as Wemby Gobert. So, source, there's a hesitation from teams when they come up against the Spurs to even drive in the lane with when he's trailing behind, because obviously they have that fear of just getting swatted away. Funnily enough, I was with someone and they asked me my thoughts on Devin Booker. I said he's a great player, but he's probably one of the most overrated players in my time watching basketball. I'm not saying that he's terrible. As you know, I've said it many a time on this show. And I said it made me feel good when he went up for his first shot back from injury against the Spurs. He drove to the lane, he went up, and Wemby just blocked him out of the court. He's just like, get that rubbish out of here. And then for a guy like Booker, he wasn't even driving after. He was settling for more jump shots, mid-ranges, threes. Like, he's there. When he's not on the court, that was the moment, for example, like KD was like, well, they've got no length. Let's drive to the basket now because they're undersized. But there's so much hesitation. So much, man. Maddie says, go, Gadget Arms. He definitely does.
He's changed the look of
well.
that franchise. Let me tell you.
They got
I'm
some
telling
players.
you, within 2-3 seasons, that franchise is going to be turned around. He's that talented that guys, other guys and other stars are going to think, shit, like maybe I want to go play with Wemby and Coach
But they
Pop.
got good young
Like,
players there too. Vassell's
they
good.
do,
Calvin
they do.
Johnson's good. Your boy Chan, he's a gun. So we'll see what happens. Spurs are looking very, very good. Let's just run through these teams. Nuggets on top of the West. Then we got Dallas, Golden State, Minnesota 4-2 in fourth.
Good start
So
by Dallas. We'll see how long that lasts for. The other guys are going to have to step up for sure, just because most likely, Doncic is going to get doubled and force the other guys to beat them. But it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I don't know. I'm not sold on the Dallas lineup yet. I'm not sold that they can even do anything this season at all. So for me, it feels like their roster is probably missing still a couple of pieces. Also, I want to mention Scotty Barnes obviously had a tough second season. The sophomore slump, which happens a lot. Third season, he's come out like obviously getting more minutes. They don't have Fred VanVleet there taking as many shots. He's playing phenomenal basketball. He was one guy that I was pretty high on when he's came in the draft. I was like, he's got talent. Always like to see first 20 games how they do in the NBA. Don't worry about what they're drafted. How they do in the first 20 games when they get serious minutes. He looks like he's going to be a very, very talented player. He's got a great passing ability for a big man. I'm not sure if you've watched much of him, Thomas, but I'm telling you, underrated passing ability for a big guy. Underrated, and that 3-point shot's coming along really nicely. So he looks like he's filling out to be a very, very solid player, and he's going to be a pillar for that Toronto Raptors going forward, which will, they're starting to put together some games. It'll be interesting to see how that team goes for the rest of the season. And another one of my boys, Jaren Jackson Jr. I'm not sure if anyone's been following him. He's literally been
Memphis
the number
stink,
one,
but he's dominating.
or Memphis stink. But this is what I'm saying. When he gets the opportunity to have the ball in his hands more often, to make things happen, his ability to drive to the basket and draw fouls is underrated. He's improved his dribbling a lot more, and he's taken his game to another level. So just a couple of guys that are been following. I like the look of. Obviously, Tyrese Halliburton is another one. He's looking good.
Yes.
He got locked down by LaMelo, and everyone's playing that clip, and LaMelo was going off. Melo,
he dropped 43 in that game.
Yeah, calm down, Melo, because your coach was playing your short minutes a few games ago because you were putting up like 2 from 17, all right, buddy, and just shooting 11 threes in the game and hitting absolutely jack squat, shooting at 20% or something. So relax, buddy, relax. I'll go down on record saying that Tyrese Halliburton at the end of his career will have a better career than LaMelo Ball. I'm telling you right now. He's a better player.
I don't disagree with that. Valvis, welcome. He says, bad calls from the Spurs Suns game. Ripped up KD's face in that last play. Shouldn't have ruined my lad Broke's account. What's happening? Positive. Global. Vinny says double coverage and double fresh cuts, or just the sauce. No, I've got fresh cut too. Don't worry about that, mate. Just got that on. Positive says you're a model at the Melbourne Cup today, Sauce. Yep. If the Melbourne Cup was run by ladyboys, then 100% he would be. Sauce visit the new Kurt's hair care. He's on fire, looking good.
Cut.
That's it. Very nice. All right. We'll keep moving on here. Lakers in 10th seed, Phoenix in 9th seed, Clippers in 7th seed. Everyone said they're going to make playoffs with Harden, whether they're already in a playoff position, mate. Like we said, first 10 spots, give or take. That's all that matters. Into the East, Boston lost their first game. Philly are 5-1. Bucks 4-2. Atlanta 4-3. Not really any. Brooklyn 3-4 in the top 10 teams in the East. Miami's in 11th. They're also 3-4. Bulls just outside that play-in spot. They've got the you've seen the tournament special courts and stuff that they're playing on.
They're full colored or something.
Oh, fuck, they look horrific.
Yeah.
They look absolutely horrific. Oh, man. Just terrible. Anyway.
What about, hang on, quick note
Yeah,
on
yeah,
your
go.
boys, the Heat, Heroes, good start to the season, sort of playing very well. I just want to throw out there. There was a time when, obviously Kendrick Nunn, Hero both got drafted to the Heat, and there was a debate. There was a debate. Should you keep Kendrick Nunn? Should you keep Tyler Hero? Can we say that debate's finished now? Like,
You know when the debate was finished, Source? When people that actually watch the Miami Heat, like me, who go for them, said that Tyler Hero was going to be a gun. That was the time, mate. Not everyone watches the Miami Heat. So it's easy to say, Kendrick Nunn, because they show his highlights on our Sports Center.
Well, he had a good first season. He had a better first season than Hero. But this is what people don't understand. Kendrick Nunn got drafted, and he was 21.
He's good.
He's had more basketball experience, more, he's played more a longer time in college. You're going to come into the league and be able to adapt quicker.
When Kuzma came in.
Exactly.
He's good straight away. Donovan Mitchell, good straight away. These guys were older.
So that's what happens. And then you give Hero the time. I mean, he's starting now to literally be a guy that's going to give you, well, I mean, he's now nearly close to averaging close to 5 assists a game. And then he goes out and gets 25 and 5, 25, 5 and 5. I think the debate is well and truly over.
Adam said Jack Harlow.
Kendrick Nunn these days?
Adam said Jack Harlow didn't make a song about Kendrick Nunnery. Did he, Donna? No, he didn't. He made about Tyler Hero. That's exactly right. Jack Harlow, shout out to him. All right, that's it for basketball, unless there's anything else you've seen, Source. Nothing really. It's still early on.
But look, it's early on. Obviously, I think Boston is looking really, really good. I think the way, that team there, I feel like they are probably up there. The Bucks it's taking time for them to put the pieces together, but they'll probably end up there. But
Boston, what?
For me, are favourites at the moment.
Getting rid of Robert Williams. You said it, like you called it as well. You said, a big guy like that with so many serious injuries, Robert Williams. I know they kept saying, Time Lord's going to come back, that we can win the title. And you said he's never going to be the same because he's always injured. He's got no consistency. They traded him, obviously, to Portland. Pretty sure he's at Portland now. And he's on the IR. He's out. There's no timeline on when he's going to return. So he's back sitting out on the injury reserve. Who knows when he's coming back. So it worked out well. They just need to hope Porzingis stays fit.
Look, Porzingis was pretty, his time at Washington, he was pretty good. He stayed relatively fit.
Matty Cam says the Bucks have got troubles at D. I have noticed that.
It's going to take time for them to work it out. It's going to take time for them to work it out. And I wouldn't be surprised if they make some more moves before the trade deadline.
And Source, Cam Thomas rookie cards, your boy. You said it on the show last week. You were talking about this guy. So you said he was good. That's it. To the moon. There's the Rockets. All right, Source, let's keep moving on. Let's get to the EPL, the games in review. Tottenham. I didn't even look at this score, to be honest, but they got slapped 4-1 against
they copped 2 red cards.
Chelsea.
It was 1-1.
2 reds.
2 reds. I can't comment on the game because I didn't see. I just seen the score. I seen 2 reds. That probably explains the result. It did ruin my little cheeky multi that I was able to get on with some crypto, because you can't access any betting accounts over here because it's frowned upon. So I did it through a little crypto betting agency. So, ladies and gentlemen, gamble responsibly. Pulled every other leg, so that was disappointing. But nonetheless, unfortunately, they lose their first game. Probably good for Arsenal, considering we ended up losing to Newcastle 1-0. And City are looking firm. They just tick along, City. They just tick along, don't they?
Falva says mental Chelsea game this morning. There was about 7 VAR calls. And Dan says Tottenham played really well in that game. Matty Tabe said he's just had 2 reds.
Oh yeah,
just for Ange.
I've been knocking back the singers down over in Thailand.
The other results: 1-1 Luton and Liverpool. Nottingham defeat Villa 2-0. Obviously, Newcastle defeat Arsenal 1-0. Brentford 3-2 over West Ham. Burnley lose to Palace 2-0. Everton 1-1 with Brighton. City 6-1 over Bournemouth. Sheffield 2-1 over Wolves. And Fulham lose to Man United. I'll touch on my game really, really quickly, Sauce. I stayed up. It was 11:30 on Saturday. I was out doing some labor with me father-in-law in the backyard. I was tired as all shit. And I said, you know what? I'm going to stay up and watch United. I'm going to support the boys. And for 89 minutes and 59 seconds, I was bored out of my fucking mind because we are so shit. And then Bruno Fernandes kicked an absolute banger and we won the game. That sums it up, all right? If don't watch it, I've just summed up the game for you. We were shit. Fernandes kicked the ball once really well and it went in the goals. And mind you, the keeper got a hand to it. He hit it into the goals, the keeper. So, rubbish. 90 minutes of absolute shit. It was torture for me, mate. And then I have to go on to, on the socials after the game, and Ten Hag, the quickest to get to 50 wins. Fuck. I don't want to hear it, mate.
There's a lot of issues at your club, Dom, and obviously I've been sent. I always send you stuff about.
You send me shit all the time,
undefeated,
and it is undefeated.
And and it's funny because I send you one the other day, and it was like quotes from a number of either great players or great coaches that had gone to Manchester United, and in some form or another, they are pretty much saying all the same thing, that the issues are well, that they lie deeper in the club. That's what Mourinho said. That's what Louis van Gaal said. Then you had Zlatan Ibrahimovic saying something. Zlatan saying that. You obviously had Ronaldo saying, it's a small-minded club. They're not updating their facilities, keeping up with the latest like it was at Juventus and Real Madrid. So he's a guy, he's been to other top clubs around the world and seeing what they're doing. And then you've got Manchester United not doing anything close.
Mourinho said that has the best quote ever. This is a paraphrase, mind you. He's like, if you can't coach the legends, you can't coach football. Straight out. That's what he said. Ten Hag couldn't coach Ronaldo, meet his expectations that he wanted for the club. No comment. You see what's happening. All right, let's get to the games this week. Wolves, Tottenham. Should be a bounce back there from the Spurs. Arsenal, Burnley. Palace, Everton. United, Luton. Bournemouth, Newcastle. Villa, Fulham. Brighton, Sheffield. Liverpool, Brentford. West Ham, Nottingham. And Chelsea versus City. That's on Monday at 3:30 in the morning. The ladder, as it stands, City back on top by a point. Tottenham in second, followed by Liverpool and Arsenal, equal on 24 points. Villa in fifth, Newcastle sixth, Brighton in seventh, United in eighth. Chelsea is in 10th. Just keeping note, the bet between me, Sauce, and Manuel from the Too Thick Pod. Chelsea, I'm just telling you, I've said it once before. I'm going to say it again. I'll keep saying it on the show because I just want to reiterate the point. They've got a lot of injuries at that football club at the moment. They will finish top five. They will finish top five, Chelsea. I'm going to have to be the one paying out this bet between the three of us. I'm just telling you, Sauce, I'm paying it out. We've got 3 injuries. Luke Shaw, Casemiro, and Malakia. And Chelsea's got no team. They're all injured. And they're slowly coming back. So they're going to get better. More time. Pochettino,
no chance Chelsea top 5, Valver says.
No, I reckon they'll get top 5. They're better than Brentford. With a full squad, they'll be better than Brentford, better than Brighton.
I'll tell you right now, Doma, they play better. They play a better brand of football than you guys. They move the ball better when they get it zipping around.
You know why? Because they actually have a brand of football. That's why they play a better brand of football than us.
I mean, they played very, as I said, they played well against when we played them at Stamford Bridge. They played well against Arsenal.
It's a long season. It's a long season. I think they're gonna. It'll get. They'll put it together. They'll be all right. All right. Let's keep moving on. Champions League this week. Sauce. Let's get to Dortmund, Newcastle. Shakhtar, Barca, AC Milan, PSG, Atletico, Celtic, Crvena Zvezda versus Leipzig, Porto, Antwerp, Lazio, Feyenoord, City, Young Boys. Those games are all tomorrow. Then the Thursday morning games, Napoli, Union Berlin, Real Sociedad, Benfica, Arsenal, Sevilla, Bayern, Galatasaray, FC Copenhagen, Man United. PSV versus Lens, Real Madrid Braga, and Salzburg versus Inter. So tune in to those Champions League games. Of course, another week, another goal scored by the GOAT in the Saudi Pro League. We had Al Ali
Absolute
defeating
cracker too, if you haven't seen
Riyadh
it.
3-0. Wader 2-1 over Hazem. Al Tawun 0-0 draw with Damak. Al Nassr 2-0 win over Khalij. Ittifaq 0-0 with Raid. Abba beat Akhtud 3-2. Shabab 1-0 winners over Ittihad. Al Fateh lose to Al Halal 2-0. Al Tay 3-3 with Al Fayah. The games this week coming up, 10 play. If you want to watch all the big teams in the Saudi League, they're all streamed free to air on the 10 play app. You can watch any game. All Al Nassr games are on there. All Al Ittihad games are on there. Games this week: Khalij versus Tay, Raid versus Shabab, Riyadh versus Fateh, Damak versus Ali, Al Halal, Al Tawun, Ittihad versus Abba, Akhtud Hazem, Faya Ettifaq, and Goodwin, the Aussie, Craig Goodwin versus Cristiano Ronaldo in Al Wayda versus Al Nassr to finish off round 13 of the Saudi Pro League this week, Sauce. Nice. Flying on through to the Formula One. Another week, another win for Max Verstappen. Wins the Brazilian GP by 8 seconds over Lando Norris. Fernando Alonso, your boy Sauce, in third. Perez in fourth. Stroll fifth. Sainz sixth. Gasly seventh. Hamilton eighth. Tsunoda ninth. Ocon 10th. Danny Rick and Piastri finished 13th and 14th. There was, I think, an incident on the first turn again. Leclerc didn't finish this race. Russell didn't finish this race. Machine Gun Kelly was a lemon on the grid. Man, these, like the American people and stuff on the grid, you know the Martin Brundle walk before the race Sauce?
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly, he was dressed like a Le Mans. He was in yellow. He was dressed like a Le Mans, and he acted like a Le Mans. So, no comment.
Oh, I seen something, Doma. Lewis Hamilton came out and said, mate, he pretty much in his eyes, he does not expect to get anywhere close to the Red Bulls in the next even 2 seasons. He's saying for the next two seasons, no one else has a chance to get close to the Red Bulls.
It's rich that he's complaining about that, considering the fact that nobody could get close to even beating him for a few seasons. So,
what goes around comes around, the old saying, isn't it, Doma?
Yeah. So technically, if he's saying that, then in 2 seasons' time, Max will have 5 world titles, and he would have eclipsed Lewis Hamilton in race wins. He would have got more than 101 race wins, if that's the case. More races means more wins. We say it all the time. Next race, we'll cover it next week on the show, but it is the Vegas GP Sauce. So
I'm excited.
Highly anticipated. Where none of us in this stream at the moment probably will be able to watch this race because it is going to be 5:30 on the Sunday when we have Hobby Hangout. So I don't know, or 5 o'clock on the Sunday when we've got the Hobby Hangout. So I don't know where we're watching it.
In the afternoon, yeah.
So,
right.
yeah, we'll see how we go there. Anyway, we'll cover that one next week. Saucy, over to you for some UFC.
Yes, Doma. UFC, if you don't know, now you know, is sponsored by Roll Clean Soap. Head to www.rollclean.com.au and don't be the smelly guy at the gym. Roll in with confidence and destroy the competition. 20% off at the checkout. Use double coverage, the code, and smell fresh all the time. Roll clean. Do your best. All right. UFC Fight Night, Almeida versus Lewis. Derek Lewis, hot balls, unfortunately couldn't get the job done. Yelton Almeida, the Brazilian, gets the win. This actually went the distance, Thomas. So it went the 5 rounds. Almeida, just out wrestled Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis isn't really good on the ground at all. So usually when guys take him to the ground and take that approach, they're going to win the fight. Almeida ends up winning the 5th round by a unanimous decision. Then you had the welterweight bout, the co-main event. It was won by Nicholas Dalby over Gabriel Bonfim. I'm not sure if you've seen that. It was a KO in the second round, an absolute cracker KO. So make sure you check it out. And then you had a heavyweight bout between Rodrigo Nascimento against Dantale and Mayes. Nascimento wins with a unanimous decision that goes the distance. The middleweight bout was Kyle Borrello defeats Abus Magomedov. Third round unanimous decision. So well done to the Brazilian. And yeah, I won't run through any more than that. But that was the card that transpired over the weekend. Now let me see if there should be another card this week, I believe. Oh wow. Is there another card? Let me tell you, Donna. This is get excited, ladies and gentlemen, because the card this week, UFC 295, Yuri Prochazka against Alex Pereira Portan is back in action. The Brazilian, number 1 against number 3, the number 1 ranked against the number 3 ranked in the light heavyweight division. Absolute cracker. And then the co-main event, Sergey Pavlovich against Tom Aspinall. That's going to be a cracker. And then the women's strawweight, Jessica Andrade against Mackenzie Dern. And that's going to be a cracker. And then you've got the lightweight bout between Matt Frevola, sounds like Favola, against
Big
Benoit St. Dennis. And then to round out the main card, Diego Lopez against Pat Sabatini in the featherweight division. And then there's an Australian on the prelim card, Steve Urcheg against Alessandro Costa in the flyweight division. So make sure you check out that. And even, look, I'm going to tell you, even the prelim card is pretty good. So it's a cracking one to watch. Prelim card kicks off from 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, I believe. And the main card will kick off from 2 p.m. this Sunday, November the 12th. Yuri Prochazka against Alex Pereira. I'm going with our boy Alex Pereira to get the win, even though Yuri hasn't been in action for a while, Dom. He's been injured for a while. So, can he come back and put in a great performance against Pereira, who's been quite active? He's been now training MMA longer, obviously training with Glover Teixeira, who's no slouch at all. So, teaching him the ropes, and his striking ability can knock out anyone. So, I know Yuri likes to stand and strike, and he's got that awkward technique, but, Izzy has a bit of an awkward technique, and we're seeing what Alex Pereira did to Izzy. Izzy got his back in the end, but so it's going to be a cracking fight. I'm going to go with Pereira. And then in the co-main event, I'm going to go with Sergey Pavlovich. He'll defeat Tom Aspinall. I feel like Pavlovich will knock Aspinall out. He has too much class for him.
Also, I'm not sure if you saw the fight announced today for January 20. So Sean Strickland will defend against your boy Duplessis on January 20 for the world title. Source. There you go. Lock it in.
Lock it in, Eddie.
That will be an absolute cracker. All right. Done and dusted for the UFC, and let's get straight into the hobby talk. Source brought to you by Mint Collectables. 20% off at the checkout. Use the code double coverage. We had some people message us, one of them being the Oracle, when he said, thank you very much, Double Coverage. Went onto the Mint Collectables website, which we went through on the show last week, to their singles, and he bought a couple players that he likes, some of the cards, and he put in that Double Coverage sweet discount code, and he got his 20% off, and he was loving life on a couple autos. So happy days for some very happy Double Coverage family members, and that's brought to you by Mint Collectables at www.mintcollectables.com.au, or you can find them on Insta at mintcollectables_ or at Facebook on at Mint Collectables. So thank you very much to them.
Check them out. Good range of singles. Always adding more to the lads down there. So keep up the good work, Mint Collectables, and thank you very much for the code Double Coverage for the fam.
Definitely. Saucy, off the top of the show, I just had to have a laugh. I saw our great friend, Dan the Card Man, put up a video on his channel about what grading companies to use for certain things, and like in the thing it says like they all suck, as it like mucking around, and ladies and gentlemen, they all suck. I just saw it and I just wanted, because I know Saucy gets passionate about this, and he just says they're all a waste of time, so I'm just gonna say they all suck. So Saucy, your feelings on that one? I know you're a lot relaxed in Thailand. Maybe that
Yeah,
might have
relax. I'm not
changed
going to get up.
your.
I'm not. No. Not, you're not going to bait me. You're not going to bait me into this. You're not going to bait me. But yeah, just spend your money on cards that you want for your collection, and leave the 8-cent plastic cases that are made in China and sent over to the US. Leave them in PSA's hands or BG's
You want the
hands.
slabs? Go on Alibaba and buy the slabs, mate, for 50 cents. That's what you can do, mate. Well, I've just told you what you can do. All right. Here we go. Another product with your Panini Sucks, aka Flux, last week. We've got
Origins. It's good.
23-24.
We like it.
Origins.
We like it. I
Like
like Origins.
Here we go. Base sets. Obviously, we look through some of the variations off the top of the bat. There you go. There's nice Stephen Curry autos and other inserts. Rookie jersey autos rank among the standout hits. Swatches on these are larger than a lot of other similar releases. There you go.
Some cards will be on card, some will be sticker. So there's a bit of
There's the
variety of both. But the on cards look really nice in this set, I feel.
Book cards themes include Rookie Auto, Booklet Patch, and 6-star SIGs, both of which have a 1-of-1 parallel to go with their already tough base versions. Animals are the inspiration for a couple of the rarest inserts. Tiger Eyes returns and are only available in hobby. So there's a Luca the Don Tiger Eyes. Snake Eyes, exclusive to H2.
Mate, that's where they need to get Kobe, be able to get Kobe back in the product,
Yeah.
mate. We could put the Mamba eyes behind it.
There's the Cosmic Storm insert. That's a hobby exclusive. Jason Tatum. H2 boxes have Catapults, Euphoria, Nucleus, and Taking a Leap. This is also the only place to find the Big Bang.
There's the H2 Asia variant, which they usually what's it, China exclusive or something like that.
Yep.
Asia exclusive.
So let's break it down. Cards per pack, Hobby 7, the H2 is 6, packs per box, Hobby is 1, H2 is 6, boxes per case, Hobby is 12, H2 is 20, set size, TBA, and the release date is January 31st, 2024. What to expect? 1 auto, 1 additional auto or mem card, 1 insert, and 2 parallels. And what to expect in a H2 box is 6 inserts, 2 parallels. You can always go over here and you can check out the past releases for this product also. Not bad, Sauce. The designs on these cards are actually pretty good. So
some
yeah.
average, but you get that with every set, I feel.
Is there any rookie signing with Panini still? Should double coverage grading code numbered from lemon to gold turd? Adam says the Jokic Universal just looks like he's ripped a massive fart and gas cloud is hovering around him. Yeah, it's not great for the big joke.
Yeah, as I said, you get some average, some good.
You win some, you lose some. What else do we have here, Sauce? Origins NBA. Here's one that we haven't spoken about because I know for a fact that you are most definitely going to probably look to buy one of these because I know a few people I've spoken to want to buy one of these cards. And this may be, I know Leaf, Sauce, we are going to talk about Leaf. Very, very taboo topic in the hobby. No one likes to buy Leaf. But when it comes to Leaf wrestling, how much can you worry about when they're not wearing anything, mate? You don't need to worry about logos and shit, but The Rock has got autos in Leaf Metal Legends Wrestling. Sauce. The Rock autos.
If it's a cheaper price point than his Panini ones, you best believe I might be looking to buy one of these.
There is different variations, as I'm going to show you right now. Right here. Have a look at this one. There's a few interesting things, though. Dual autos, The Rock and Austin.
Oh, nice.
And then this one here is a nice little one, Sauce. This is a nice one. I think this is in the product also. Quadruple auto, Rock, Hogan, Flair, Austin. But this one here is a nice one. This is from Rocky 3 Source. Yes, you heard me correctly. Rocky 3, dual auto, Sylvester Stallone and Hulk Hogan. Look at that bad boy. You're muted.
Oh, when's this releasing, Domo? Do we know? Is there any more
There's just been
details?
No.
Okay.
I was looking for it. I couldn't find anything. So
If anyone knows or you watch this back and chuck it in the comments. Or else we'll follow it and we'll find out when it is. And you know what, Doma? If the price point on the box is not that bad, maybe I might get a box and have a bit of a rip.
have a look at him. You smell what the Rock is cooking.
Come on. Hey, look, I don't care. I understand. Look, and once again, people are going to shit on the stickers and so much. Mate, you get WWE product, all the stuff like Select, Prism, all that. It's all sticker autos. Only like the impeccable, the immaculate stuff is on card. So, yeah, I understand that there's that, but I mean, I think wrestling could be one of the niche markets that Leaf could go after. I mean, people really don't like no logos on jerseys when it comes to soccer and some of that stuff, some of the basketball stuff that they do. But wrestling, I think that could be, a good market, a little sneaky market share he could get. And if you go after the older vet guys, I know if you definitely went after Ric Flair, he'd probably sign some for you for sure.
He's signing a lot of that stuff. Moment.
He loves
it. He loves it. He goes to Comic Cons and this. He loves it these days. He's got his Woo Chews. You heard about those stores? You heard about the Woo Chews?
Is that CBD?
Yeah, it's his edible. His edible gummies. Yeah. They're called Woo Chews, and he just gets stoned as hell. That. He is on an absolute tear at the moment. He said he's making more money than ever before with all this stuff post his career. Unbelievable. Brett said, my luck, I'd pull a honky tonk man auto. Godfather patch would be risky, said Adam. Remember the Godfather sauce?
Yeah.
How much are we all putting in for a case? I'll be interested to see the breakdown of this. And as you know, you watch this show, Sauce and I have said in the past, we actually don't care if you're out there buying Leaf soccer. And, mate, if it's all authentic autos, mate, some of the cards that they do with the quad autos and dual autos that they've done in the past have been unbelievable. So, like you said, Sauce, nothing to worry about in this. Like this image here, got nothing to worry about. He hasn't got a FC Barcelona on his chest, or he hasn't got a Nike symbol that has to get blurred out or taken away due to copyright. That's it, mate. That's him. So
it's good.
Very nice there. Lucky last one for me,
Keep an eye out.
Is a Super Fractor, which this is big talk around this product because this product's a piece of shit. So obviously you need to have something to chase. And the fact that the Super Fractors have been a shambles, and you can probably get like 14 copies of this. LeBron and Bronny dual auto coming out in Topps Bowman Chrome U source. There you go. There's a 101 Super Fractor. LeBron James and Bronny James.
So that officially means that LeBron James is signed with Fanatics. And that means once Fanatics gets the license, LeBron James will be in Lakers uniform with autos.
Yeah.
Or Cleveland uniform or Miami uniform because they can use all the uniforms.
So they can do a triple logo man auto. So that card now becomes a nothing card, and you get triple autos.
Triple logo man auto where all the logo mans come from no associated patch, but people will still lap it up.
Yeah. That's it.
But it'll be pretty cool. It will be cool. But well done, Fanatics. Getting LeBron on board. And let's see if they can now persuade Jordan to get on board. That would be amazing.
Brett goes, that's a 10K card. I love it. That's it from me, Sauce. I got nothing else unless anyone's got anything.
10K. If there's only one, and that's, I feel like LeBron would actually buy this card.
Yeah, he would.
So it's worth whatever LeBron's willing to pay. I
Exactly
feel like
right.
this is a card that LeBron would buy. He'd go in and be like, I want this card.
Wonder how much that license cost. Probably another $1 billion to go with his Nike one. Shows coming up. Hobby Hangout is in 2 weeks' time. So it's not this weekend, the following weekend, 19th. Get your tickets. They're out now. We'll be there. Saucy will be up on stage. I am an apology for the stage, but I'll be there in the morning and towards the end. But Saucy will run the double coverage. He is double coverage. So you never know. You can ask if you can get a special guest.
We'll have the mic.
Maybe to see if you can pull Jay up from the quadruple coverage or Dan the Card Man if he's floating around. Just pull someone up randomly. Who cares? Any of them are better than me, to be honest. So, Matty Tabe says gold packs are all done.
Stuff like that. Domo, come on, mate.
I'm just there to just talk shit and organize dinners, and that's all ready to go, by the way, for those that did respond to me. Got a list. I'm calling, booking it in. Done and dusted. It'll be 5:30.
We said we are going to organise something. Anyone that reached out.
I think we've got about 10 people.
Yep, that's good. That's good. Happy
Good
to
crew.
anyone who's keen. Feel free to DM us on
1,
Instagram.
2, 3, 4, 5,
or
6, 7, 8,
Facebook,
9. 9 people.
Double Coverage Facebook page. You can DM us on that. And yeah, we'll get you involved. And add you to the booking. But yeah, if you don't tell us, we're not going to book a spot for you. So yeah, I mean, we're just trying to be prepared, ladies and gentlemen, not like last time where there was no preparation and then it just fell in the wayside a little bit. So
Brett, you could have come in a day early and you could have brought Harley Reid to dinner as well. It would have been nice. We could have just all sat there together. I could have buttered
When
him
is
up.
the draft, Domo? When's the draft?
That's a good question. Brett, when's the draft?
When's the draft, Brett? If you can let us know.
Maddie said Lincoln can hold the camera for roaming Saucy. That is Maddie's boy. We'll get him to work.
Yeah,
mate.
Keen to see you, Maddie. Keen to see you. There's obviously don't forget to mention the day before. Shane.
I was going to mention that.
Shane is throwing the Melbourne card fair. So anyone who can't make the Sunday hobby hangout, feel free. There is a card show on the Saturday. I'm not sure. Is it at North Melbourne? It might be at North Melbourne, I believe. So just check that out on the Melbourne Card Fair Facebook page. They usually...
Day after Hobby Hangout Source is the draft, the 20th. Hobby Hangout the 19th on the Sunday. It's Monday the 20th. Matty Tape said we are flying out Sunday at 9:30. No worries. I'm going to be booking. We're usually done and packed up at around 4 there. So
yeah, 4:30.
Yeah, I'm going to book for about 5:30 wherever we're going. But feel free, you can head straight there from the Hobby Hangout. We usually go and unpack stuff and then head in together. So yeah, it's not far. It's literally going to be around the corner from the venue. So head on in to the venue. I'll let everyone know when I book it. I don't want to say the venue yet because I don't know.
Not around the corner, but it's not far.
No, it's probably about, I think it's 8-minute walk from the place. So it's 3 minutes by car.
Yeah.
So Maddie said arriving Saturday morning, so can do the Saturday show also. I'm not sure what I'm doing the 18th, but I don't know if I'll be backing up both days, to be honest. So
yeah, I'll see. I'm not sure exactly, but play it by ear and see what happens.
Definitely. But we'll keep you posted where everything is, all the details, and
there's also one last one. The following weekend, if you're keen as mustard, I believe is the Adelaide card show. So
yes, it is.
Maddie,
unfortunately, we won't.
It's the Adelaide.
I'm not going to be attending, Saucy. I'm not sure if you're attending.
Oh man, I don't know. I may have spent too much money here overseas, so we'll have to see how it goes.
I'll probably give it a miss this year and then back it in. Hopefully next year, try and get there. So we'll see what happens. Lucky last thing, because if I don't bring this up, if the Card Messiah listens to this, it is the Melbourne Cup. It was the Melbourne Cup today, and it is a Melbourne Cup public holiday for those that live in Victoria. The winner was without a fight, won the Melbourne Cup, all right, and it has done the double. It won the Caulfield Cup and the Melbourne Cup. So there you go, Jay. I've done some research, make me look like a pundit. Hopefully everyone gambled responsibly, and that's it. Next weekend is Hobby Hangout, lads. Yep, 19th. Not this weekend, the following weekend. Perfect. Matty Cams is in for sure. Yes, I got you down. Adam, Dream Theater, I've got you down. Messiah didn't send me no tips, says Dan. Messiah didn't send anyone any tips, man. I thought he'd be all over it today.
He's probably punched back 30 cigarettes and 5 Malibu and Cokes or whatever the hell he drinks.
He drinks Malibu and Cokes. Yes, he does drink that sauce. That is his drink of choice. And it's probably not 30 darts. It's probably 30 packets of darts. The way he'd be smoking them. The great man. He'd just be going absolutely nuts. So, on that note, we love you, Jay. Hopefully, catch up soon. Keep living, loving, and breathing sport. I'm Dom with the great man Sauce over in the Thailand Special. And peace.
Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to leave a review on the Apple Podcasting app. Also, follow us on socials, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Talking all sports, double curve.